His wife never left his side throughout his wake. As early as 1:30 p.m., when the body of the late Dr. Balaji Sadasivan arrived at Chingsan Community Club, Dr. Ma Swan Hu sat with her head bowed, often being led away when she got too emotional. Their daughter Anita and their son Dharma tried to hold her together. Relatives, friends, colleagues streamed in to pay their last respects to the former Senior Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, who died of internal bleeding at 1:50 a.m. on Monday morning. He was 55. Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong, who is away for the US-ASEAN Summit, sent a condolence letter to his widow and called Dr. Balaji a man of convictions. He said Dr. Balaji continued working despite his illness. Earlier this year, he came to see me. He told me that he had put in order arrangements in Chingsan Salita and implemented renewal plans in the grassroots. He asked me to see these plans through if anything happened to him. He also thanked me for having given him the opportunity to serve. A visibly distraught Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Home Affairs, Wong Kan Singh, recalled Dr. Balaji's unflagging dedication to his work.
I'm very saddened by the passing of Dr. Balaji. Just a few weeks ago, I met him in my office where I hold briefings for ministers of state. He was there, still in good spirits, took part in the discussion. And although he felt very weak at the time, I can notice that he turned up quite regularly the briefing sessions I give. So I'm quite saddened by his loss, by his passing. And Singapore has lost a good son.
Several ministers and members of parliament came to pay their respect. MP for Yio Chu Kang, Mr. Singh Han Thong, recalled a touching gesture by Dr. Balaji after Mr. Singh was attacked by a cab driver in 2009.
And I'm very moved. I was attacked and hurt about 18 months ago. He was the very first person rushed to the hospital with the wife. And he told me, Han Thong, don't worry. We'll take care of you. But today, he's here and I'm very sad.
Dr. Balaji worked right till the end, and his death came as a shock to everyone, including MP for Ang Mo Kio, Mr. Inderjit Singh.
Just about 10 days ago, he spoke with me in Parliament, talking about how to help cover Chingsan while he was undergoing his treatment. Despite his pain and difficulty, he thought about his residents and his grassroots leaders.
Dr. Balaji was diagnosed with colon cancer in late 2008 and had undergone surgery to remove a tumor. Recently, he had been in and out of hospital. Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong said that Dr. Balaji distinguished himself in many fields, in medicine, in the community, and in public service. Dr. Balaji was a successful neurosurgeon before he entered politics during the 2001 general elections. He and 6 other promising new PAP candidates, including Mr. Tharman Shanmugaratnam, Mr. Khaw Boon Hwan, and Dr. Ng Eng Hen, were then dubbed the Super 7 by the local media. Dr. Balaji was instrumental in steering Singapore through the SARS crisis in 2003. Minister for Foreign Affairs George Yeo described Dr. Balaji as a dear friend and a colleague. He said, as I would be away for over 2 weeks, I decided to drop him an email just to tell him what a wonderful person I thought he was and to say that my wife and I were praying for him. The cortege will leave Chingsan CC at 2:45 p.m. on Thursday, and the funeral will be held at Mandai Crematorium at 3:45 p.m. that same afternoon. For today and tomorrow, the public can pay their respects from 11 a.m. to 12 midnight at Chingsan CC.